Doing your Erasmus in Spain can be one of the best decisions you can make. Great weather, vibrant cities, delicious food and welcoming people, and of course a university atmosphere full of life. But to make the most of it, you need to know how to adapt from the very beginning. That's why I'm here again. I'm Carolina from Erasmus Play, and in this video, I bring you the definite guide how to survive your Erasmus in Spain. Let's start! Adapting to the university in Spain can be challenging at first. Classes usually combine theory and practice, and in many programs, attendance is important and can influence the final grade. In addition, professors value continuous work. Not everything depends on final exam, but also on presentations, project, and class participation. The academic calendar in Spain is usually divided into 2 semesters, September to January and February to June. Be prepared for group work, which is very typical, and for exams that they can be theoretical, oral, or even practical. Deadlines are important, but the Spanish are also known for their flexibility in terms of dates, but don't be overconfident. Another aspect that might differ from your country is the grading system. In Spain, grades are out of 10, but don't worry, you have time to adapt. Spain is a country where fiestas are a fundamental part of their culture. Each city and region celebrates their own traditions with great passion. And as an Erasmus student, you will have this unique opportunity to experience them from the inside. Here is a short selection of the best festivals that you cannot miss during your Erasmus in Spain. Las Fallas, Valencia, in March. It's an explosion of art, fire, and noise. For a week, the city is filled with giant monuments of cardboard and wood that are finally burned on the night of crema. In addition, every day there are the spectacular mascletas, real firecracker concerts that make the city vibrate. The April Fair, Seville April, is the Andalusian festival par excellence, where tradition, dances, music are mixed. For a week, Sevillans dress up in their traditional costumes, dance Sevillanas in private and public booths, enjoy the gastronomy and the famous rebujito. Rebujito? It's fine wine with lemon soda. Carnivals, especially in Cádiz and Santa Cruz de Tenerife in February, are authentic explosion of humor and creativity. Original costumes, parades, fill the street with colors, music, in a celebration where everyone participates. Semana Santa, March or April, is celebrated throughout the whole country, but has a special relevance in cities as Seville, Malaga, and Zaragoza. Easter processions run through the streets with impressive pasos, nazarenos, and band music. It's a mixture of spirituality, art, and tradition that attracts both believers and tourists. And speaking of customs, Spain is a country full of life, traditions, and contrasts that every Erasmus student should know to make the most of their Erasmus experience. The daily rhythm is very social. Going out, meeting for tapas, extending the after-dinner conversations, spending time in terraces. These are some very fundamental parts of their culture. Here, people eat late, around 2 p.m., 3 p.m., have dinner after 9 p.m., and the parties start very well into the early hours of the morning. In addition, the customary greeting is with 2 kisses on the cheeks, reflecting the closeness of Spanish people. During your stay, you will see that every city celebrates their own festivities, often parallelizing the normal life to make way for processions, concerts, or fairs. You will also discover other customs like siesta, the importance of tapas, and in general the street entertainment. It is common that on Sundays, many stores are closed, dedicating the day for the families. Public transportation is very affordable, especially for students, and traveling between cities is very easy and economical. Spain is so much more than sand and beach. It offers an enormous cultural, gastronomic, and linguistic diversity. Don't be surprised to find areas where Catalan, Galician, or Basque are spoken in addition to Spanish. you will discover that the authentic paella does not have chorizo and that you can eat very well for little money thanks to the daily menus and free tapas in cities like Granada. In addition, Spain is one of the safest countries in Europe. Although in tourist areas, it is advisable to be cautious of pickpockets. In other words, the more you open yourself to experience the local customs, participate in festivities, try new food and make friends from all over the world, the better your Erasmus in Spain will be. And speaking of curiosity, did you know that Spain has 48 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, making it one of the most recognizable countries in the world? In addition, Castilian, or Spanish, is the second most spoken language as a native language after Mandarin Chinese. Another curiosity is that Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, designed by Antoni Gaudí, has been under construction since 1882 and is still unfinished. As for traditions, the Tomatina de Buñol is the largest tomato battle in the world, and San Fermín in Pamplona attracts thousands of people every year ready to run in front of the bulls. Spain is one of the countries with most bars per capita on the planet and home to the oldest restaurant in the world, El Restaurante Botín in Madrid, inaugurated in 1725. The next aspect of your Erasmus in Spain will be accommodation. In almost all Spanish cities, you will have these accommodation options. Public residence. This option in Spain is not that common like in other countries. There are not many public residences and the price is almost the same as private residences. Private residences, they are usually in better conditions than the public ones and often offer additional services such as gym or room cleaning. Private studios or apartments, perfect if you want to live alone and have your own space. Private room in shared apartment. This is usually the most common option among students. With a family. Also in Spain you have the option of renting a room in a house where a family lives, but it's not very popular. Co-living. It's a fairly recent option, which is in a full development. Co-living consists of sharing with your neighbor the common areas of the building, such as the laundry room, for example. We already know that looking for accommodation, it's not the best part of the whole Erasmus experience. Plus, finding accommodation in Spain is not easy. But you're lucky because we have done all the work for you. We have collected all the verified accommodation for students on Erasmus.com. Just go to the website, type your destination, and you will be able to compare all the available offer in one place. In addition, all accommodations are verified, so there are no scams and you can book with total security. Spain is one of the most popular Erasmus destinations, not only because of its quality of life and student atmosphere, but also because living here is usually more affordable than in other European countries. However, the cost of living varies a lot depending on the city where you live. In cities like Madrid or Barcelona, the monthly budget can range between 900 and 1,200, while in smaller cities like Granada, Salamanca or Santiago de Compostela, you can live comfortably with 700-900 euro per month. The biggest expense will be rent, which can range from 250 euros to 600 euros per month, depending on the city and the type of accommodation you choose. Food is quite affordable, especially if you take advantage of cheap supermarkets offers like Lidl, Mercadona, and daily menus in restaurants, which usually cost between 10 and 15 euros. Public transportation is very economical for students, with monthly passes costing around 10 and 30 euros. Regarding grants, the most important one is the Erasmus Plus grant, managed by your home university. The amount varies depending on your country of destination, but in Spain it's usually between 250 and 400 euros. In addition, some autonomous communities or universities offer complementary scholarships or rental subsidies, so it's worthwhile to inquire locally. Remember also that with your student card or ESN card. You can get discount on transportation, museums, shows, cultural activities, and many stores. Finally, my last piece of advice. Don't be afraid to throw yourself into new experience and make the most out of it. Erasmus is not only an academic opportunity, but also a life experience. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. You can also find our social media links down below in the description box. And see you soon with new videos. Assistant, please.